Good afternoon, Islanders, and welcome back to my channel. On today's video, we're taking a dive into the Colourpop Animal Crossing collaboration. Looking at it all here in front of me, I'm so excited for you guys to see this collection up close and personal. It's so cute and so pretty. It's easily one of my favorite collections that Colourpop has done thus far. It's so cute. I'm really excited. And before you leave, make sure you hit that subscribe button and that bell icon so that you're notified when new content is uploaded. I'm very excited for all the videos that we have coming for 2021, so I definitely don't want you guys to miss out. As always, I hope you guys are having an amazing day, staying safe, and as always, make good choices. The Animal Crossing collection is $125 for the complete collection. It comes with 4 palettes, 6 lip tints, 2 blushes, a Super Shock shadow, and a gel glitter. Completely worth the $125 price point. Again, the packaging itself, this is the 4 palette packaging. It's got the characters on it. This is the True Friends collection palettes, and they all sit inside of the carton here. And then it's got characters on the side, as well as all of the information on the back of the palettes. So we're going to dive into these first. I'm going to open the palettes just so you guys can see them, and then we'll swatch them on the back of our hands. Starting with the first palette, this is What a Hoot. This palette has Celeste and Blathers on the front, as well as the Animal Crossing logo up at the top. And these are 4-pan palettes, so they're not super big. They're about the size, about palm size. The colors, we have Meteor Shower here in the top corner. This shade down here on the bottom is All Aflutter. This is Who, and this top shade here is Celeste. So let's go ahead and swatch those on the back of our hand. These are the 4 shades out of the What a Hoot palette. First, here, this gold glitter. This is a pressed glitter. This is Meteor Shower. This next coppery color is All Aflutter. The orangish brown is Celeste. This one does have glitter in it, glitter reflex. And then the brown shade is Who. So the next palette that we have from this collection is Nook Incorporated. You have Tom Nook, Timmy, and Tommy Nook on the front of this palette. It's super cute. Again, the palettes do all come with a mirror on the inside. This is the inside of the palette. You have Tom Nook up here at the top, and Tommy and Timmy down here at the bottom. These are the colors. We have Yes Yes, Made in the Shade, CEO, which is a pressed glitter, and Water Landing. Let's go ahead and swatch these on the back of our hand so you guys can see those up close. And these are the colors swatched. Starting down at the bottom, this is Yes Yes, which is a pretty mint metallic shade. The next color, which is this pretty olivey, minty, dark mint green shade. As you can see, it does have glitter reflex in it. This is Made in the Shade. And then you have this glitter, which is CEO. Such a pretty color. And then this top shade here is Water Landing, which is that dark, almost forest greeny color. I feel like this palette alone will make a great palette to use for those St. Patrick's Day looks, as well as if you love green as much as I do when it comes to eyeshadows and just green in general. I'm really excited to dip around and play with this palette. Alright, let's get that removed, and we're going to move on into our next palette. For our next palette, we have Labelle of the Ball. You have the Labelle sisters on the front. This is the inside of the palette. We have Able Sisters, Taylor's Ticket, Custom Made, and Serene Sable. Let's go ahead and swatch those on the back of our hand. Alright, this is the La Belle of the Ball palette swatched. Starting at the bottom, we have the Able Sisters. This light pink purpley with glitter reflex is Taylor Ticket. You have this color here that it's a shifting shade. This one is Custom Design. And then this purpley color at the top is Serene Sable. Really, really liking this palette as well. So moving into our final eyeshadow palette out of the Colourpop Animal Crossing collection is 5 Star Island. This palette does have Isabelle all across the top. Super cute. And this is the inside of the palette. We have Isabelle, this super pretty yellow shade. We have Island Tune, Island Designer, and Resident Rep. Let's go ahead and swatch it. And this is the Isabelle palette swatched. Starting from the bottom, the yellow shade is Isabelle. This corally peach color here is Island Tune. Then we're shifting down to Resident Rep. And then the glitter shade up at the top is Island Designer. This is a really pretty color combination. Obviously, swatching eyeshadows on the back of your hand are going to be different than what you see when it's blended out on your eye, because you're obviously hopefully you're using eyeshadow primer, but it does typically look a little bit different once you have the availability to blend it out and really take the time to put effort into how it looks. So those are the eyeshadow palettes. Let me know below what you guys think about the eyeshadow palettes themselves. Which one's your favorite? If you haven't gotten the collection, which one are you really going to try to get when it's restocked, or if it's still available on Colourpop's website? So moving on into our glitter eyeshadow. This is Bellionaire, which is really cute. It does have your little money bag on the front. And this is the packaging. A very pretty chrome top lid. And when you open it, Colourpop always puts the protectors on the top of the packaging. It does have a little lip here that you can pull this off with. And then you get to see the product. So like I said, this is a gel glitter. You can use this for... I've used it for my hair. You can use it for eyeshadow looks. If you want glitter somewhere, I use this normally. So I'm going to put some of this on the back of my hand just so you guys can see what it looks like. It's very pretty. It's got very chunky gold glitter. But this is what it looks like just tapped out on my skin. Nothing too crazy. It's a very pretty gold. Would look really great on any eyeshadow look that goes really well with gold. Really like it. Next, for our packaging, we're moving into the Balloon Pop Super Shock Shadow. This one that came with the entire collection, mine did arrive broken. My new one hasn't arrived, but I really wanted you guys to see this collection. I kept pushing it off. It was supposed to be last week's video, but I couldn't wait any longer to show you guys this collection, so we just went with it. At this point, it will be here tomorrow. When you're watching this video, it comes on Wednesday the 3rd, but you gotta take what you can do. So this is the front of the packaging for the Balloon Pop shade. You have the Colourpop Animal Crossing around the outside. And then I'm just going to open this up carefully since it is broken so you guys can see it. It is a very pretty very pretty brown shimmer. So I'm going to try to swatch this for you guys, see how it turns out. So this is the Balloon Pop Super Shock eyeshadow. It's a very creamy texture. I have never bought Colourpop's Super Shock shadows. I don't know why, because this seems very buttery and blendable. So I'm definitely going to have to buy a couple of these just to try out. Alright, now that we have our eyeshadows and the gel glitter out of the way, we're moving into the blushes for the collection. These are the two unicartons for the blushes. This peachy color here, this is Flower Tender, and the pink shade is Flower Power. And you can see that it does have some of the Animal Crossing characters in the background, as well as the Colourpop Animal Crossing information at the top, and the names of the blushes at the bottom. So we're going to start with Flower Tender. This is a really pretty blush. The blushes do have reflex in them, so it gives you that glimmer or highlighted look almost, but it's very pretty. Like I said, all palettes do come with a mirror on the inside, but this is what the Flower Tender blush looks like up close. It has the flower stamp. It's a very pretty blush. I'm really excited to use this. I'm just going to swatch this on the back of my hand like I've been doing with everything else, just so you guys can kind of get an idea, hopefully. So I blended it out a little bit. I tried to test these out on the back of my hand. It's a little harder to see, obviously, because the back of my hand's a little more porous than, you know, a face full of primer and foundation that helps, you know, close up those pores so things don't go into them. But it's really pretty color. It's a really pretty color. I'm really excited to try it. You know, next time I do my makeup, it might be the one that I grab. Unless I go for the Flower Power, which is the one we're moving into next. This is the pink blush that comes with the collection. Again, they all come with a mirror on the inside. But this is the Flower Power blush. This is a more pinky color, whereas the Flower Tender is more of an orangey coral pink color. This is super pretty. I really like that these have the flower stamp in them. I'm really excited to use these when I'm doing my makeup. They seem really blendable. I've never used Colourpop blushes before, so this is definitely a first for me. But I'll let you guys know how they turn out. So just like the palettes sound off below, so far what you're loving from the collections, I am really liking this whole collection so far. Also, with the collaboration, there are 3 sets of lip tints. These are the 3 different sets, starting with this one here. This is Fruit Roots. This middle here is Pick of the Bunch. And this pink one down here on the end is Fruit Basket. So we're going to take a look and we're going to put these on the back of our hand just because I do have my lipstick on already. But I want you guys to see the colors that come with each set of these. These are the lip tints up close. I like that they have the fruits on the caps as well as the colors on the end. Starting with the bottom color, we have Peach Surprise. And this top corally orange color is Orange Cutie. These are super nice. They are sticky, so they remind me more of like a very light lip gloss almost, but it is a lip tint. So it might transfer. If you're not a fan of transfer, these might be not be for you. Again, I've never really tried the lip tints from Colourpop, but I am going to give them their fair shot to see how exactly I like them. So moving into the Pick of the Pear lip tint collection, starting at the bottom with the darker brown shade, this is Coconut Juice. And the top lighter golden brown color is Incomparable. Now, one thing I did notice about these is as I was putting these on the back of my hand, they are scented. I didn't realize that they were, and they smell phenomenal. The coconut smells like coconut. The pear one smells like pear. I'm actually going to go back. I want to know what the other ones smell like now. Let's take a look. The Orange Cutie smells like oranges. And the Peach Surprise has a slight peach smell to them. That's really cool. I'm really glad I saw that. Or smelled that, I should say. Alright, so moving into our last lip tint set. This is Fruit Basket, which are 2 reds. These are them swatched. The bottom is Juicy Apple, and the top is Cherry Cherry. Very pretty colors. Again, they do smell like apples and cherries. Really excited about that. The other thing that I noticed too about the Colourpop lip tints is when you open it, it does twist up and back down to reveal more product, which is super awesome. So that is the entire collection, guys. Let me know down below which part of this collection you're gonna go grab if you can. If there's something that you're not really sure of, you know, let me know. Next week's video, we are diving into the Revolution Makeup Friends palettes, which I'm super excited about. We have the Monica palette, the Phoebe palette, and the Rachel palette. Again, I hope you all are having a great day. Thank you so much for coming in for this week's video, and I'll see you guys on the next one.